What's up, guys? It's a beautiful day out here in Austin, Texas. I've been doing a lot of sitting and shooting videos on my computer. So I thought I'd come outside and shoot my next video about Pinterest here. It's a very important topic, so let's get into it. Dream of building a successful Pinterest presence, driving traffic, and growing a loyal following is a powerful one. But the reality is the vast majority of Pinterest accounts that are started with these ambitions never achieve them. While it's difficult to find official statistics, the principle remains the same as with other content platforms. A small percentage of creators see the lion's share of success, while many struggle to gain any traction. But first, why should you listen to me? I'm Nick Garcia, Pinterest marketing and blogging expert. I make over $200,000 a year from Pinterest. And by the end of this year, I'll be making $1,000 a day. How do I know that? Because I just do, okay? But why? Why do people struggle with Pinterest? It often has nothing to do with having the best content, the fanciest design software, or even cracking the latest algorithm update. After years of observing what successful Pinterest accounts all have in common and versus ones that stagnate, there are 5 main things. So if you're struggling to grow your Pinterest account or you're just starting out, understanding these pitfalls is the first step to avoiding them. So number 1, you quit too soon. This is the most common reason for failure, and it's the most straightforward. You quit. Many aspiring creators get a burst of inspiration, create a blog, a beautiful profile, and start pinning with enthusiasm. But when they don't see results, which is inevitable, when their follower count barely budges and their pins get minimal engagement, discouragement sets in. But they don't realize the sheer amount of work and patience required. Creating high quality pins and content, doing keyword research, engaging with the community, staying consistent is a significant time suck, and it's an investment. It can feel like you're creating for an audience of 0 for a really long time. The temptation to give up is immense, but here's a simple mindset shift. Quitting is the only way to guarantee you will never succeed. As long as you keep creating, keep learning, and keep showing up, you keep the door of possibility open. But the moment you quit, you close that door forever. 2, you're pinning for yourself and not for your audience. Many new creators treat their Pinterest account like a personal mood board. They pin everything that they're interested in: recipes, then home decor, business tips, travel destinations, then fashion. What's the problem? You'll be hard pressed to find a single person who is equally interested in all those different topics from the same account. This doesn't mean you need to box yourself into a tiny restrictive niche, but you do need a unifying theme and a clear idea of who your audience is and what you want to eventually sell. So instead of pinning about everything you love, find the intersection of what you enjoy and what a specific audience is looking for. So if you're a food blogger, your audience might be interested in your recipes, but also in kitchen organization tips or tablescape ideas. Those are adjacent interests. They are not, however, likely interested in your business tips. So before you create your next pin, ask yourself, who is this for? What value does it provide them? A successful account is built on serving a defined audience, not just your own varied interests. Number 3, you're pinning just to pin. So we've all heard that consistency is key on Pinterest, right? And it is, no doubt. But this advice can be dangerous and often misinterpreted. Many creators become so hyper-focused on a pinning schedule that they start sacrificing quality and intention. They become a pin factory, churning out low-effort content just to check a box on their to-do list. This is a straight path to burnout and invisibility. The Pinterest algorithm, and more importantly, the real people using the platform, can spot low-value content from a mile away. Using generic templates without customization, writing lazy descriptions, and creating pins that don't offer any real entertainment, education, or inspiration will not get you the results that you want. Instead of just trying to hit a quota, focus on creating content with intention. Every pin should have a purpose. Ask yourself, would I stop to scroll to look at this? Would I click on this? Would I save this to one of my boards? If the answer is no, then it's not worth pinning. Number 4, you're a perfectionist. On the opposite end of the spectrum from the content factory is a perfectionist. This is a creator who spends hours agonizing over everything, content, every single pin. Is the font right? Is the photo perfect? Is the wording and description absolutely flawless? They're so focused on quality that they fail to achieve the other crucial ingredient for success: quantity. Perfectionism is often a mask for fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough, fear of putting yourself out there. It's easier to say it's not ready yet than to say I'm scared to post this. Your first pins won't be your best. Your 100th pin won't be perfect either. The only way to get better at creating content and pins is to just practice. You need to publish your work, see what resonates with your audience, and then iterate. You cannot improve in a vacuum. So don't wait until your pins are perfect to start. Find the happy medium between quality that you're okay with and consistency. Create the best pin that you can today, post it, and then focus on making the next one even better. And finally, number 5, you're stuck in a follower mentality. So many of us start on Pinterest as consumers. We follow our favorite creators, admire their beautiful feeds, and save their ideas. This is what inspires us to actually start our own accounts and businesses. But this can also become a trap. When you're stuck in a follower mentality, you see successful creators as being on a different level. You put them on this pedestal and you see yourself as just a fan. This can actually hold you back from taking yourself seriously as a creator. You might feel like you don't deserve, brand deals, collaborations, or a large following of your own. So it's time to embrace the fact that, hey, you're a creator too. You're a producer, not a consumer. The people you admire are just people who start where you are and kept going. They're your peers, not untouchable celebrities. It's really great to be inspired by others, but don't let that admiration prevent you from seeing your own potential. You have a unique voice and value to offer. Own it and go do something about it. Now let's talk about the path forward. Avoiding these 5 pitfalls is the foundation of building a successful Pinterest presence. It requires a shift in mindset from being a passive consumer to a strategic creator. Finding the balance between quality and consistency, serving an audience with intention, and having the persistence to keep going even when the results aren't immediate. Your dream of Pinterest success is possible, but it starts with avoiding the very things that cause most accounts and people to fail.